there. I've recently found Glen Kealeys' research and posted some of his information because I've arrived at similar conclusions after 17 years of independent study of the same subjects. Although I don't agree with everything he says, I'm still looking into his claims, and I'm confident that I'll arrive closer to figuring it out, or at least on that level of awareness. I appreciate Glenn's contributions, but under no condition will I terminate my independent research and adopt his completely. If this tells some people that I am programmed, that doesn't bother me because only they will have to live with that misconception. Now, to the other true researchers out there, the process of putting together this puzzle will neither be quick or easy, nor should it, because what is equally important is the experience you will have gained by the dedication to the study, which will subsequently affect how you apply the knowledge by communicating and relating to others. Any good teacher would expect to teach and then learn from the student in turn. It's fine if you learn from someone more knowledgeable than yourself, yet as soon as you abandon your search and begin to reiterate theirs without the ability to discern or express your interpretations, then you essentially no longer exist on any other level than a frontman for that organization. Again, anyone who simply receives the assembled puzzle from someone else lacks the experience of how it was put together. It's very obvious to me who these people are because they exhibit the initial warning signals of a failure of independent thought. And when one fails to think for themselves too often, they are prone to repeat the initial problems which got us into this mess to begin with. You've got to be willing to put in the work for yourself. I've reached my current level of understanding by reading the material provided by as many people as I can find on this path, and then applying that thought process by continuing to think, and then think some more. At no time past my juvenile age did I ever presume that either I or somebody else had all the answers. Since the answer should remain an individual expression, I won't hesitate to communicate with anyone and attempt to learn more. This is the solution we've been looking for, and the basis to anti-programming everywhere. Someone considers themselves awake simply because they found someone else's work and research. They begin to wade dangerously farther into the ocean of programming. Again, I can recognize these people, for they are often egotistical, sometimes extremely paranoid, and always of an elitist mindset, often taking on the same nature of the Illuminati, who they attempt to challenge or destroy. Independent thinking is what has worked for me so far, and is exactly what I plan to continue to do. Another misconception that I've heard recently is the idea that our lives were 100% controlled by others. This belief that every step we took until the point of awakening was controlled means that also the point of us awakening was also controlled. If every step you took led you to the point of awakening, then that path was necessary so that you would awake. With a lock on the education, religion, and government and entertainment industry, there are many of us who refuse to be controlled by refusing to be educated by the system or entertained. Oftentimes, our lack of being programmed is why we have failed in other endeavors that other people have thrived in. It could be said that if we were more programmable, then we'd be a great success, which is why the elite often think and are the way they are, and why many of us who fight them are often without proper funding. The first step in deciphering this problem was looking at myself to see what is wrong with me. After figuring that out, then I can attempt to see what's wrong with society. Do not attempt to jump to step 2 without a careful completion of step 1. Otherwise, you will look rather foolish to those of us who have. Often, these people will give conflicting reports, hating the sheep and the program without focusing on the prime target that created the sheep mentality. These people attempt to fight a war without seeing that the battlefield exists in their own mind. These self-misguided souls often suggest that others rebel in this haphazard manner. Decoding symbols and words are important, especially when these symbols and words have been created or hijacked to be used for evil purposes. Yet to carefully then avoid these words and symbols is exactly how it might have been planned that you would. They don't want you to attempt to reflect the symbols and words back at them while attempting to throw off or at least postpone the inevitable collapse. Look at it this way, if you don't like the world as it is, then we shouldn't give a damn if they want to destroy it. Yet, if we can see that their move is to make it worse, then we'll choose this world over a potentially worse one. The only people who may understand what I am talking about is other people in the truth movement and then people that we oppose who communicate their future evil deeds, betting that not one of us will communicate back to suggest they stop. Try communicating directly to them. They want you to stay away from certain symbols and words because these decoded words and hijacked symbols are language that can be used in two different directions. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, maybe try reading or thinking some more. Although I'll be happy to drop you some hints, I'll refuse to have you follow me instead of being your own leader or attempt to lead others in the wrong direction. Some of you have recognized that there is indeed a game of chess going on and the elite are playing both sides. This is rather old news to many of us, and it's simply not enough to expose this situation again and again. By doing this, they are blurring in your mind the difference between what is right and what is wrong, and it's working on many of you.
Overtime. Plus big wastage and adjectives. Plus big problem is timing the language to scientific advance. Yes. It's a beautiful thing, the destruction of words. You won't have seen the dictionary 10th edition yet, Smith? It's that thick. The 11th edition will be that thick.
Well, the revolution will be complete when the language is perfect.
The secret is to move from translation to direct thought to automatic response. No need for self-discipline. Language coming from here, not from here. From here, not from here. From here, not from here. From here, not from here.
Excuse me for intruding, but what you're saying is that we should be rid of the last vestiges of Goldsteinism when the language has been cleaned. I couldn't be more in agreement with you, brother.
Absolutely.